Hello and welcome back to another speed build with Frimlin. So I decided that it would be a cool idea to take a couple of packs and make what I'm calling a dual pack showcase build. So instead of my usual, which is to showcase one particular pack, usually, this is two packs. And the two packs that I decided on were City Living and the Fitness Stuff Pack. Now, funnily enough, I also did a poll on Twitter, and this was one of the options to do a dual pack showcase build using City Living and Fitness stuff. Unfortunately, it was the least voted of all the options, so that's unfortunate because I'd already started building it. I kind of hoped that it would be more popular. Anyhow, since I already started building it, I thought I would finish it. And so this is it. And as you can see, it's a penthouse in San Myshuno's art district. Or is it arts quarter? I'm not sure. And just briefly, before I talk about the building, let me go back to that Twitter poll I mentioned. So I ran a poll on Twitter with 4 options to choose from. And basically they were all combinations of 2 packs. And I wanted my Twitter followers to vote on whether they wanted me to use one combination or the other. And the combinations I had were City Living and Parenthood, Vampires and Vintage Glamour, City Living and Fitness, and Get Together and Parenthood. And over a day, people voted for it. Around 120 people voted for it. And the top choice was City Living and Parenthood. So that's what I will do probably with my next build. So let's get back to this build. As I said, this is using the Fitness Stuff Pack and City Living expansion. And I thought it's been a while since I did a penthouse, so I'll do a penthouse. I had some very definite ideas from the start about how I wanted it to be. Basically, I didn't want it to be a family home because I've done quite a few of those recently, and I knew I was going to be doing another one probably again soon. So this place has 3 bedrooms, but none of them are really kids' bedrooms, and there isn't like a nursery or anything like that. And that's just the decision that I made for this building. But this place is supposed to be modern and suitable for a family with a lot of money. So what the Fitness Stuff Pack do I have in the build so far? Well, the only thing I can really see, well, there's a couple of things. One of them is the doors, and I haven't put the windows in yet, but they will also be from the Fitness Stuff Pack. The darker of the wallpapers that I'm using on the exterior of the building is called Wavestone, and I actually really like it. It is from the Fitness Stuff Pack, and I was determined to use it in this build. I actually changed the shade of it in some places later on to be a bit darker and hopefully to match the bricks of the building underneath. And later on I replaced the white wallpaper that I've got on the other parts of the build with another one from the Fitness Stuff Pack. And that one is called At One with Stone. So if you're still with me and you haven't skipped to the end to see all the screenshots that I usually put at the end of speed builds, then you have made the right decision. Because I've done the speed build differently this time, and I've now put the screenshots of the finished rooms throughout the video. And that's mostly because I'm trying to be a bit more focused when I'm building, so that when I start work on one room, I hopefully will be able to finish it soon after without moving the camera on, because I just want to make it easier for you to watch what's going on in the speed build. So the upshot of that is that after I've finished each room, I can show the screenshot for it, and you can see what it looks like completed without having to skip to the end. There are still some screenshots at the very end, so feel free to skip ahead if you really insist, but you won't see most of them because they are now in the video. And for the most part, when I show the screenshots, it's when that room is completed in terms of building, but in some cases I missed that later on in the video I came back and actually edited the room again. So sometimes you see a finished room before I've finished it in the video, but that's pretty much rare in this case. So the first screenshot you'll see is the patio area, which is what I'm building right now. And you'll notice that actually the things that I'm placing right now I move around quite a bit during the playtesting. But that's what playtesting is for. So here's screenshot 1, the patio and pool, barbecue area, whatever you want to call it, and back to the building. And let's have a look now at the kitchen. So the fitness stuff pack didn't really have very much kitchen stuff in it. In fact, it had nothing. So this kitchen stuff is either from the base game or from City Living. So it's a pretty simple kitchen, really. I don't think I have anything particularly interesting to say about it. But it follows the style of the building, clean and clear and modern. Of course, there's an obligatory coffee and tea area. And here's the finished kitchen. So next up is the dining room. And from the fitness stuff pack, I have used a table called Signature 5. And those chairs that go around it are called Hammer Forged, just in case you're interested. Rather like those chairs, actually. And here's the screenshots. Probably advised to remove the flour from the table before serving food. It can kind of clip with plates, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, like I said earlier, when I show the screenshots, doesn't always 100% mean that I'm finished with that room. And as you can see here, I'm now going through and changing it around a bit, although you've already seen the finished screenshots. But anyhow, moving on. So this is what I'm calling Bedroom 2. And it's intended for probably a teenage or adult sim. And it's got a desk in it. You can either use it to put a computer on, or if you want to write in your journal on it or do your homework on it, it's up to you. But yeah, the desk is there, you can place on it what you want. And of course, I had to use those beautiful end tables from the fitness stuff pack. They're probably one of my favorite items from that pack. And that sofa there is also from the same pack. But most of the rest of the stuff is from City Living. Now usually when I'm editing the videos, I cut out blank spaces like that short one we just saw, and there was one a bit earlier too. But it seems I've missed them. I should have cut them out, but oh well. Moving on. So this is the start of bedroom 3. And you haven't even seen the finished version of bedroom 2 yet. That's not good, is it? Yep, screenshots coming up in just a second. So here is my blue-green bedroom 2. That bookcase, of course, is also from the fitness stuff pack. And it's called Lean to Learning. So now bedroom 3, aka the orange bedroom. So a pretty much even split of city living and fitness stuff pack items in this bedroom. Just the one screenshot for that one. So next up, I'm going to start working on the lounge. So these pink sofas are leather and they're from the City Living expansion. And so is the television, I think. But this coffee table is from fitness stuff. So yeah, I've got this mostly pink, slightly blue, but also cream and light brown thing going on in this room. With a bit of a dark accent. And no room is complete without a plant or two, right? And then a rug, I think, from City Living. And screenshot time again. Right, so what's next? Looks like we're going to use the fitness stuff's main items and make a little gym. Kind of made sense that if we're making like a non-family house with the fitness stuff pack, that would have a gym. Also, around this time, I realized that this would be a good place to move my Let's Play family into. Because they need a new place now that their kids are grown up and ready to leave the home. Well, 2 of them, 2 out of 3, ready to go. If you haven't seen my Let's Play, I recommend you check it out. I'm about to finish this first series and probably start some new ones. So right, screenshots for the gym. Now, I love that end table. Right, so moving out of the gym, and this time we're in the entranceway and showing the front door, which is the big white door on the left. And that door came from City Living. Most of the items in this entranceway are actually City Living items. And here's a screenshot or two. Always good to have a place near the front door to sit and chat to any visitors that come by. So next up we have the study. You won't be too surprised to hear that the fitness stuff pack didn't contain very much stuff for a study, but there is a couple of items from the pack in here. Like the chair, the light, and I think that's about it. Oh, and the end table is also from fitness stuff. But everything else is from city living. Or the base game. Don't worry, I don't stay with that rug. And here's the screenshots. Right, so what's next? Next, we're looking at the bathroom, the main downstairs bathroom. And that's kind of sandwiched between the two bedrooms that are downstairs. And the first item I placed was Trap's Trapezoid Tub, which is the diagonal bath that came with the fitness stuff pack. So those new toilets, they came with the pack, and so did the shower. But those two sinks that I have there, they didn't come with fitness stuff. I think they're in the base game. Now there was a sink that came with the fitness stuff pack, but I just didn't think it was suitable for this build. What you're seeing there is me quickly copying items from the main downstairs bathroom to the upstairs ensuite, and going back to the kitchen to do a bit more editing. Now some of the screenshots that I have are a bit distorted, sorry about that. But here's the screenshots for the bathroom. There we go, very distorted shot of the tub. And another distorted shot, kind of Hitchcock-like, of the shower. Back to the lounge to quickly add in a fitness stuff table that I had forgotten to add. More random editing of the bathroom, even though I've already shown the screenshots for it. Oh well. So those little wall lights that I'm adding there, they're called Secret Stone. And I quite like them. Kind of rock-shaped wall lamps. So this room is the ensuite for the main bedroom, and unlike the other bathroom, it's open plan because privacy isn't probably going to be an issue in this room. It's intended to only be used by the people that are in the main bedroom, and the main bedroom, its ensuite, and its adjoining kind of lounge room are all lockable, so you can stop other Sims in your household going into here. And now let's have a look at the main bedroom. Now once again I had a problem where I couldn't quite get furniture to match in colours. I actually kind of get quite frustrated when I can't match items together. Now, I understand, of course, that not everything is supposed to match, but I like it when it does. And yeah, some rooms can look a bit kind of too much if they have only the same kind of color. But if you have colors that don't match at all, that looks much worse. So as I mentioned, the main bedroom has an ensuite, and it also has this little lounge area, or lounge study, whatever you prefer to call it. It has its own TV, couch, and computer desk. And if you lock that door with the blue glass in it, then it should stop other Sims from the household coming in and disturbing the privacy of your parent Sims or main owner Sims. And so the color scheme here continues with the same as the main bedroom and ensuite. And there's a screenshot. Just like every other room, it's a blend of city living and fitness stuff items. So I had a few issues during the playtesting where some of these windows would actually turn black, and I don't know why that is. I've seen that kind of bug before with curtains. It's very annoying. Hopefully it won't happen for you. So here's screenshots of the main bedroom. And it has a beautiful view of San Myshuno through the windows. Right, so one of the final rooms that we have to do is an upstairs bar. So this is kind of the social focal point of the build. And I played around with it quite a bit during the building, but in the end I changed it in the playtesting. Really wanted to get that karaoke machine in there. But at first I didn't, and I actually placed it outside. But yeah, in the playtesting, it comes back. It just seems like it should be there. But it meant I had to take away some of the sofas instead. But it's quite a fun little room. And I'm just adding a few bits here and there. And then I'm going to get on to finishing the exterior. So as you can see, I mentioned it earlier, but I make some of the walls a bit darker because I didn't think that the penthouse really matched the building below it. And I was even tempted to use the bricks from the building below it, the same wallpaper. But I decided that it'd be best just to stick to the fitness stuff items, and so it's still the Wavestone wallpaper that came with fitness stuff, but it's a darker shade. So yeah, just plonk an oak tree or two down on the building, why don't you? Covering the place in plants. So those are low-lying pale yellow flowers, and they're one of my favorite plants for gardens in The Sims. But Maxis team, please, please, please make some more small foliage like that, like ground cover foliage. Be very useful. So here I am replacing the white wallpaper with one from the fitness stuff pack, and as I said earlier, this is called At One with Stone, and it's a creamier color, but I think it suits it. And changing the tiles that are up there as well, adding a bit of garden on the roof. And since this building ends up being a very painting and creativity focused building, I added the floor mural object from City Living. There is also later on an easel that pops up on this level as well. And I chose lot traits that improved inspiration and painting, photography. So you've seen most of the screenshots already, but here are the remainder. Some views from the exterior. Layout of the bottom floor. And layout of the first or top floor. And here's a view from the back. And from above, there's a special surprise. I also adapted this build as a standalone house. The download links for both homes are in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments what you think about the new screenshot format. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye!